More than a quarter of a million Americans have died of COVID-19. This comes as hospitalizations in most states are on the rise. Pennsylvania has seen a new COVID record broken.
Find out how members of the community are giving back to children in need this holiday season with Toys for Tots.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is 1024 Action News at 11.
New at 11, one person is in the hospital fighting for their life after getting shot in the head tonight. According to Erie Police, this happened on East 20th Street, right off Buffalo Road around 9:30. They say a juvenile was shot in the head and is currently in the ER with what is described as serious injuries. Police say nobody is in custody yet. Right now, they are looking for witnesses, and they are also looking at cameras in the area. More than 280,000 Americans have died from COVID-19, according to Johns Hopkins University. ABC's Raina Roy reports hospitalizations are on the rise in at least 40 states, and nearly every region in the U.S. is seeing a rapid increase in cases.
Tonight, a dire warning from the mayor of Los Angeles.
This is the greatest threat to life in Los Angeles.
The city now under a new stay-at-home order with ICU capacity in Southern California dropping to just 13%.
It's very hard to see someone's loved one trying to breathe and seeing them as they're suffocating, trying to gasp for air. We know that once you go to ICU, your chances are minimal.
A new CDC report warns the U.S. has entered a phase of high-level transmission with 120 Americans testing positive every minute. Officials in the Bay Area shutting down restaurant dining, hair salons, and reducing retail to 20% capacity in 6 jurisdictions. In Ohio, authorities urging people to stay home with more than 10,000 new cases Friday alone. The same day, 10 states hit a record high number of hospitalizations.
So more than 1 out of every 2 patients in the 2 rural regions of our zone that are in the ICU have COVID. That's not sustainable.
New Mexico reported its highest single day of deaths. Doctors with the Navajo Nation say their hospitals are reaching a breaking point.
This projection says that this virus will be worse 4 to 5 times more than what we faced in May.
The CDC reiterating masks must be worn indoors everywhere except your home because the consequences could be life or death. As holiday shopping season begins, health experts asking people to shop online, several states tying their COVID-19 outbreaks to indoor retailers.
Indoors with poor ventilation and people close together is a recipe for cases to emerge.
Raina Roy, ABC News, New York.
Saturday, Pennsylvania has the most COVID-19 cases ever reported in a single day. Erie County also having another triple-digit day of cases. The Erie County Department of Health is reporting 235 new cases. That brings the county total to over 6,500. The Pennsylvania Department of Health is reporting the highest single-day increase of COVID cases with 12,884. The total reported since March now stands at over 411,000. There were 149 new deaths reported as well. That brings the total number of people who have died in the state from COVID to 11,262. Elsewhere in the region, Warren County reporting 30 new cases, Crawford County 86 new cases, Ashtabula County reporting 39 new cases, and Chautauqua County reporting 90 new cases. Another Crawford County senior care facility hit with COVID-19 cases. According to the Crawford County Commissioner's Office, the Crawford County Care Center is reporting 8 residents who have tested positive for COVID-19. 3 of them are symptomatic. In addition, 1 staff member tested positive and is considered symptomatic as well. The Care Center administrative team is on site quarantining positive and probable residents. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. President Trump was back on the campaign trail tonight, rallying in Georgia ahead of 2 crucial Senate election runoffs. January 5th will decide who has control of the U.S. Senate. ABC's Elwin Lopez reports both parties are pulling out all the stops.
President Trump in Georgia tonight as Democrats and Republicans go head-to-head, battling for voters in two contentious Senate races.
We're gathered here tonight to ensure that David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler win the most important congressional runoff probably in American history.
The president rallying support for the GOP incumbents.
All eyes in this country are on Georgia.
What I'm trying to help you to see is that you have power.
Who are fighting to keep their seats in the two runoffs that will decide the balance of power in the U.S. Senate for the next 2 years. Vice President Mike Pence pleading with Republicans to vote.
I know we've all got our doubts about the last election, and I actually hear some people saying, just don't vote. My fellow Americans, if you don't vote, they win.
But across the state, many Republicans are concerned the president's false claims of a rigged election will discourage voters on the right.
They don't want to lose the Trump supporters, but by acting this way, they're going to lose another chunk of supporters potentially. It's a box they can't get out of.
Meantime, President-elect Joe Biden is urging lawmakers to come to an agreement on a stimulus package as federal aid runs out and the coronavirus rages across the country, warning there could be dire trouble in this country if not.
If we don't act now, the future will be very bleak. Americans need help, and they need it now. And they need more to come early next year.
Former President Barack Obama telling Democrats if they vote for Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff, it will make a big difference for the next administration when it comes to cooperation with Congress.
If the Senate is controlled by Republicans who are interested in obstruction and gridlock rather than progress and helping people, they can block just about anything.
Elwin Lopez, ABC News, Atlanta.
And for all the latest election news, you can go to your election headquarters on our website, yourerie.com. One person was taken to the hospital after a two-vehicle accident Saturday night. It's new tonight at 11 o'clock. The accident happened in the 1900 block of Buffalo Road. When crews arrived, they found two cars with heavy damage. One person was taken to the hospital. No word on a cause or the victim's condition. One man is in the hospital after getting shot overnight. Police say this happened on the 1100 block of East Lake Road. That's right by Wayne Park. Two men were playing dice when one of them pulled out a gun and shot the other in the buttocks. He is currently at UPMC Hammett. The shooter ran away and police are still looking for him. One man is behind bars after stabbing a woman with a machete overnight. Police say this happened around 3 a.m. at a home in the 800 block of East 23rd Street. That's just down the road from McKinley Park. It was called in as a domestic violence report. When police got there, they found the woman with a stab wound to the arm. Her attacker was later arrested in the same neighborhood. He is currently awaiting arraignment. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11, the season of giving and Christmas spirit continues. We'll tell you how folks struggling to put presents under the Christmas tree got a helping hand today. That's after a first look at the forecast. Hey, Craig.
Hi there, Brian. Good evening, everybody. It is a cold night out there, and a cold Sunday awaits you. The forecast next.
From your news leader, you're watching Brian Wilk, meteorologist Craig Flint, and Mike Fenner with sports. This is Jet 24 Action News.